BladeBoquest.com. Hello, my name is Blade Boquest, and today I'm bringing you the Tri-Server Tournament. That's right, guys. So, we're basically going to do 3 monster tournaments on Uno, Orwin, and Eden. And the top 4 from each of those will be combined after server merges into a new world tournament. Alright, so, Tri-Server Tournament. So, we have on the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th are going to be the individual NA server tournaments. 64 competitors, you guys. 64 competitors. I'd like to have more, but the main reason we can't have more...
Not much time. Not much time!
Right. Not much time. There's not much time, guys. We've got to merge. So, I'd love to have more. We can't. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you guys are node warring these days, kill your opponents, get done with it real quick, and then get right over to that tournament. Or just take a night off from it. It's single elimination. I'd love to do more, again. But we're just going to go through it. So, 0 item restrictions. Now, that's a huge one, right? Health potions, no problem. Whale potions, elixirs, no problem. Thanksgiving food buffs, perfumes of courage, elixirs of thorns, pure black crystals, all of this stuff. Use what you got. Use what you got. No restrictions, guys. You do need to be level 57. You need to be level 57 basically because I can't take everybody in this tournament. Essentially, we need to make sure that there's time to do this. So we do need to have some kind of a cutoff. 57 is a pretty good middle ground. Your signups are right here. By the time you're watching this, this should be on Reddit. Actually, some of you guys like snipe my YouTube videos and you're there within seconds. But this will be on Reddit. Here are your sign-up pages. Okay, Orwin, Uno, and Eden. You can read through it, but I'll just go through this with you. So it's 1 round, you guys, on all of the matches in the 64 competitors until we're at the top 8. At that point, it's going to be best of 3 fights. Best of 3. That way, when we determine the top 4 from every server, those guys are going to go over into the new world tournament December 3rd. So that is going to be the 4th of this Tri-Server Tournament series. Rewards. Black Desert Online, you guys. Cacao has given me more Halloween packages than I could even give away. We already did a giveaway stream, which was awesome. I still have more. You can't buy them anymore, guys. They are not buyable, but you can still redeem them. So, first place, second place, and third place of the New World Tournament, so the final one after the servers merge on December 3rd, they're going to get one of these amazing packages with a pet, a skeleton costume for their horse, a bloody costume, 14 pieces of Halloween furniture, 30-day value pack. They also gave me one of these to have, and let me tell you, this is some cool stuff. I use this furniture in my house. It is awesome. So even though we're past Halloween, that is a cool thing, you guys. Top 3 winners of the main tournament. That's what you're going to get. Alright, so we're going to use the second channel of Velia. Second channel of Velia, it's all going to be live streamed on my channel, twitch.tv/BladeBoquest. If you can't be there to actually be in the tournament, that's fine. You can watch, you can also be there in person. But there's not going to be a delay on the stream, so you can just go check it out, have a good time there. And we're going to do it at the Valencia Arena. The Valencia Arena. Nothing is ever done in the Valencia Arena. Now we've got something. They've done a great job. They made it amazing. I love that arena. And we're going to go fight out there. And I need your help, guys. I need 2 officials, okay? 2 officials from every server. Orwin, Uno, and Eden, basically. So I need 6. I need 6 officials. I've got an idea on some, but you guys tell me if you can do this. Pretty much what I'm going to need you to do, what the officials are going to do, is basically you're going to group the next 5 matches worth of competitors, essentially. Because I don't want people partnered up, groups, and then like the whole party pops party elixirs for them. We can't let that happen. So you need to kind of have a queue for the next 5 matches. Put them in your group, make sure that the rage is transferred, and we'll have 2 officials, and they'll each have their group, and then I'll call the final start of the tournament. But you guys are going to help me do this. I only need 2. I'm sure we'll get a lot more interest in that. But obviously, you guys can still help if you're not named the official 2 tournament server, or tournament officials. So, probably a pretty good chance of this getting griefed and I don't know, just relentlessly assaulted. I want this to be really cool for the community. That's the idea. We're probably going to have some issues, and we'll deal with it when it happens. So if we get arena griefing, the thing that we're going to do is go to the desert and we're going to start dueling. So I will be in the group with the two that are dueling for this match. And what's going to happen is, since I'm in the group, I'll be able to see the health. So if you're there in person, you won't be able to see the health. If you're watching the live stream, you can. You can definitely see the health at that point. So that should work. And then obviously if they kill us, they become villains, we'll put them in jail, you guys. Put them in jail, we'll use that desert karma against them. But again, a lot of things could happen. Let's hope that they don't. But either way, it's going to be very fun. So again, guys, health potions, mana potions, herbal juice, all of this is allowable. And later on, I've got a FAQ where, obviously that's one of the main questions. Why allow all these in-game items? The reason is, I'm not concerned with balance. I'm not concerned with skill on execution and combinations. I'm not concerned with people out-leveling others, or out-gearing others, or having more items. The idea is taking two competitors, and we're going to find out which one can beat the other one. Simple as that, okay? This is a tri-server tournament, and the kid gloves come off. If you're level 54, I'm sorry, this just isn't your tournament. If you have never had more than a 58 gear score, wow. But this probably isn't your tournament. So I expect Perfumes of Courage, I expect probably limited Thorns, but we might see it. And the reason is, if it's allowable in the game, then you can use it for the strength of your character. If you see somebody in Guild Wars or an open world PvP, or if you've got a grudge match, this tournament is about bringing your best A game and doing whatever the game allows you to do. So that's what I want to see. We can have other tournaments where everybody is heavily restricted, but that is not this tournament. That is not the way I want to do this. Now, we do have a 3-minute limit, so for whatever reason, if APDP just isn't quite up to quick fights, and you guys are there for 3 minutes, we're going to have the audience rain down Descending Current. Okay, so Descending Current, that will basically add pressure and eventually in these fights. Pure Blackstones. These do exist. These are absurd, ridiculous buffs. I believe they're one-time use, and they give monster buffs. And you know what? If you're one of the rare people that have this, that makes you that strong, you can use it. You can use it in this tournament. Where else are you going to use it? So why not showcase the strength that you have if the game has allowed that? Alright, good stuff. So I'm not too worried about, no fights are going to be delayed for user cooldowns, so you just have to manage that. The fights are going to start off with 0 rage, and they're 1 round each until the top 8 of each server fight. At that point, just keep your rage throughout the fight. So when you die, you go up in rage, that's yours to use. So both fighters have to be aware of that. You may be required to explain your buffs. If you are a insanely buffed character, and we look at that, we can identify it, we may ask what that is, because we do want to make sure that all of these are not from, there are different methods. Somebody could group and, I don't know, toss you some kind of a speed buff or something before a fight that isn't from your class. You can't do it, so you can use anything, but prepare to explain it if you're questioned about it. And 18 right there. So understand, no tournament can be perfect, obviously, and this can definitely be interfered with. But I believe this is worth my best effort and the best efforts of others to do something, make an event like this, make it as cool as we can, you guys. It won't be perfect, but it is going to be exceptional, right? So let's do it. If we run into issues with the arena, and we're out in the desert, and there's Guild Wars, one time only, I'll do a swap to a hidden channel. I don't want to have to do that. I would rather you get protected by your guild for 24 hours, and we don't have to mess with it. These are going to be very fast-paced. These tournaments, they're going to start at 9:30 p.m. They're going to go up until 1 a.m. We got a lot of fights to do in that very short time. So I'm going to rely on my officials to keep that rolling pretty quickly. But it should be awesome, guys. It should be awesome. The health of BDO. Good stuff. So essentially here, yeah, I'll read this. So we have more than enough people in this amazing game to have this event and others in our community. So this will be live streamed on my channel. I'd love to have you guys support it in the channel, obviously, or in person. Or honestly, just not even my channel, but a channel on Twitch. So as Black Desert Online moves up in the Twitch rankings, it becomes more and more appealing to gamers shopping around for the next MMO. It's very true. So, as we're above Guild Wars 2 and Elder Scrolls and things, people see it, They think, okay, you know, let me take a look at this. If we're down at 30 viewers all the time, you know, how many new MMOers are like, oh, let me go check out ArcAge. This looks great. Yeah, you know, the higher the rank, the better. So you don't have to be my channel, but find a stream that you guys like. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of streams broadcasting this. Find one that fits you, and just show your support for the game overall, because that's why we're doing this, guys. We're gonna have a good community event. If you guys have specific questions, you can find my Twitter at BladeBowQuest. I answer that several times all day. So there might be a couple tweaks, but not too many, you know, but for the most part, you can ask me those questions. I mentioned the officials right there. Obviously, if you're a guild leader on your server, that is preferable. Same with if you're a moderator on Reddit or already a broadcaster, something like that. Somebody that kind of has some say and can easily kind of control affairs on servers that I'm not necessarily always over. Oh, you guys know I'm always over those other servers, but not as much. So that's preferable. It's not required. It could be somebody without a guild. It could be somebody who just really wants to help this event. But I would like to at least be able to recognize you. You know, maybe you're like, hey Blade, you know, I followed your channel for 5 years or something crazy. Like, I would like to give you a hand. I only need 2 people, but you can apply on the Reddit thread, which it'll be up shortly after this video. So good stuff. FAQ. Why allow all the in-game items? Because they're allowable in-game. I actually already covered that in depth, but there you go right there. Why the level 57 requirement? Again, just to cut down. 64 competitors is not a lot. So spread the word, guys. Get this out to your guilds. Get this out to your enemy guilds if you want to kill them, you know. But this is going to fill up real fast, and you already saw the sign-up links. So, are you okay with other people streaming this? Yeah, of course, obviously. There'll be a lot of people streaming it. Totally fine. This is not supposed to be my channel only. This is supposed to be a huge fun thing that we're going to do. I like tournaments. You guys like tournaments. Cacao hooked me up with some really cool things that I can give you. So I want to set this up. But yeah, anybody can stream it, and just share the love, guys. Why isn't there an equivalent for EU before the merge? Let's see, what's this other question? Why didn't you wait until every class has... No, alright. Yeah, I just don't have the time, right? But eventually, I think we can do EU tournaments for sure. Like, don't worry about that. It's gonna happen. But right now, I just finished episode 6 of Bum to Billionaire, and then basically we got Thanksgiving, we got a few days, and we got the server merges. I can't do an EU one. Not to say, hey, if you guys want to take it over, you can do that, but it's not going to happen before the merge, at the very least, on my side. Here's a big one I get a lot. So why didn't you wait for every class to have its awakening? So you can read it right there. I'm a little bit snarky in my reply. I'll just read it. If you wait for every light to be green on a cross-country trip, you'll never go anywhere, guys. It's true. You just won't. Let's get something going now. Let's do more later. It's true. Like, yeah, we can wait another 2 months. Or we could just get going. Let's dive in, you guys. Let's dive in. I understand you're not as strong as you will be. You know, it's the same for the Awaken classes. We're going to have more of these. This is going to be the biggest series of tournaments Black Desert Online has ever had. At least in the NA region, right? And there's going to be more. So we're just getting started here. Can you sign up with multiple fully geared characters? So that's a good question. If you guys have like a couple 58s, they're independently geared, and you want to take each of them through the tournament, you can sign up one time, but you can take whatever character you want. And if you fight on one character in round 1, if you already have another qualified character, you can switch. You put in the time, you put in the work. I'm not going to say you can't use a different class. It's still you, obviously, same account, same player, and then you have multiple characters. It's allowable in game. You can do it. Why use the Valencia Arena? It's so far away. Well, have you guys been out there? It's amazing. It's very nice, and I would like to take advantage of a very cool part of this game that I think not a lot of players get to experience. So remember, it's the second Velia channel on each of these servers, okay? It's going to be the Valencia Arena. You guys are going to love it. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go as late as 1 a.m. We have a lot of fights to do. And the 26th is Orwin's tournament. The 27th is Uno's. The 28th is Eden. And the top 12 from all of those, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, I might have. Either way, the top 12 are going to be rolled into the New World Tournament. and then those are the guys that are essentially fighting for this bundle here. So you've got to qualify for it, guys. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, do me a favor. Spread the word, guys. Get it out to your guilds. Not much time, right? We only have about a week, but honestly, I think that's fine. We've done other tournaments with much less notice and had huge turnouts, so we're restricting it to 64 slots. Go, signups are active right now. Get going, and I'll see you guys in the live stream. Twitch.tv/BladeBowQuest. BladeBowQuest.com